The markets have done really well in 2019 and clients have benefited from all sorts of different things in the portfolios. Obviously being invested in the equity market within every single portion has done very well. Being in fixed income has done very well, especially government debt. Gold, we put that investment into the client portfolios in August of last year, right when it was at its very low, and that's been doing really well this year. So clients have been benefiting from all angles in their portfolio.
2019, the first 6 months, has been really interesting, and we've seen a lot of development and people coming back to the markets, but what's really interested me has been the growth in the ethical markets, where people seem to be more engaged with the idea of social responsibility. We also found there was interest in religious ethical offerings, and we found ourselves becoming one of the bigger players in the Sharia investment market. We've found over the last few months a really strong engagement with our you give, we give responsibilities to charity, and the ability for giving inside investments is absolutely unique proposition. We're finding a great take up now, and it's going very well for us.
What hasn't gone so well in the portfolios this year? I think conversely it's actually the UK that's not done as well as we'd hoped. With the political upheaval that we've been seeing, our inability to get Brexit done, the UK assets that we had, despite the fact that they're really high quality, just haven't behaved in the way that we wanted them to.
We launched our FinchTech Robo proposition about a year ago now, and I must confess it's been slightly difficult trajectory. Having looked at our competitors, it seems that it's an industry-wide problem where the cost of acquisition of clients and the cost of maintaining the strength in these propositions is very heavy. Having said that, we're in the process of adding a SIP proposition which will allow the IFAs even more depth into that marketplace.
Like the rest of the country, the rest of the world, we think Brexit's a complete mess. There's still a lot of quality assets in the UK, some really good businesses. It's just that the sentiment towards the UK market, it's just really down. Everyone wants to stay away from the market until they can see some certainty, and the problem is that we can't get any certainty. From an investment perspective, a deal is very much what we're after, and we're positioned for that in the portfolios.
Brexit's at the top of everybody's mind, and it's something that TAM really considered probably 9 or 10 months ago now as to how to deal with what was going to happen if there were to be a difficult or a hard or a confusing Brexit. Well, it's sure confusing. We're very glad we took a very, very early positive decision to open up European operations so that we could cope with whatever form of political mayhem occurred. Our European operations have been set up to deliver the same products generally that we offer from our UK propositions. However, we found an increased need for savings models. So we're working with the seafarer community and others who wish to save on a regular basis.
I think clients are focusing on where do we go from here? What's going to happen in the next 6 months? Because we've done really very well in the first six months of this year, and the question is, with volatility returning, with Trump, with China, with trade, with interest rates, with economic growth slowing, nobody really knows where we're going from here. Now's the time to start buying defensive assets. Despite the fact that they are expensive, they're going to be really worth their weight in gold over the coming years.
Well, I think TAM's really on a growth phase at the moment. Not only are we working with a Brexit alternative, but we're also working in the auto-enrolment area where we now have over 50,000 members in our schemes, and it's really growing at a fast rate. We're in a very, very good position to take advantage of the next 6 to 12 months. It's a very exciting time at TAM.